At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something I know many of us grapple with daily, our phones. You sent in a fantastic collection of sources, and our mission is to really dig into what makes our devices so, well, captivating.
Yeah, and figure out what to do about it, right?
Exactly. Find those practical strategies you can use right now to, take back some control over your time, your attention.
And it's not about, ditching technology completely.
No, not at all. It's about finding a healthier relationship without feeling like you're missing out on, well, everything.
It's kind of a paradox, isn't it?
Yeah.
These amazing bits of tech, they were supposed to simplify things.
Connect us, give us information instantly.
And they do.
Yeah.
In many ways, they've definitely succeeded. But then there's this other side.
This pull, this urge to constantly check.
Yeah, that could feel really, really hard to manage sometimes.
It says a lot that even the people who, pioneered these technologies often seem worried.
Especially about their own kids' use. Makes you think about how deliberately sticky they might be.
For a lot of us, it's gone way beyond just a casual habit. The material you shared, it brought up that term, nomophobia.
Nomophobia, yeah, that fear of being without your phone.
It sounds maybe a bit extreme, but it points to a very real dependence.
It really does. And it often ties in with what people used to just call internet addiction.
That almost irresistible need to be online. It's funny. It wasn't that long ago.
Right. Getting online took actual effort. Dial-up sounds.
Exactly. Now it's just a tap and boom, you're lost in this endless stream.
And that ease, while great in some ways, it makes it so easy to lose hours without noticing.
So easy. And thinking about what that constant engagement does to our minds.
Well, one really concerning thing is the impact on short-term memory.
Ah, yes. Digital amnesia.
Precisely. There was research mentioned from, I think, a Swiss institute.
Yeah, linking more device time in teens to effects on figural memory.
Which is basically your brain's ability to process visual stuff like patterns, shapes, images, remembering faces, finding your way.
But it's not just long-term memory, is it?
No, not at all. Even right now, just having your phone nearby can drain your, what's the term, cognitive capacity?
Like your brain's RAM.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you're not actively scrolling, just its presence is taking up mental bandwidth.
Making it harder to focus, learn new things, finish tasks. Okay, so knowing how deep these habits can run, let's talk about actually reclaiming some of that time.
Yeah, how do we push back?
One point in the material really stuck with me, the fact that, humans did just fine for centuries without smartphones.
It's a good reminder. We are adaptable.
Totally. And the encouraging part is overcoming this reliance, it is possible.
It seems the key is identifying those toxic repetitive habits, the unconscious stuff.
Right. Bringing those urges out into the open so you can make conscious choices instead.
It might feel tough at first, starting out.
Oh, for sure. But definitely doable.
So how do we actually start breaking those patterns? What are the first steps?
Well, the sources had some really practical ideas, like a sort of digital reset.
Okay.
One big one was setting aside one day a week, completely phone-free.
Ah, the out of sight, out of mind principle.
Exactly. Just physically removing it helps break that constant temptation loop.
And they also suggested paying attention to how you feel without it.
Yeah, like notice the anxiety or the restlessness. That feeling itself tells you something.
Right. It shows you the depth of the dependence, maybe.
To make it easier, they suggest starting on, a Saturday or a less busy day.
Let people know you're offline, except for emergencies.
And plan other things. Don't just sit there missing your phone. Plan activities. See people.
That makes a lot of sense. Give your brain something else to focus on.
Yeah, let it breathe a bit. And if a whole day feels like too much at first,
it's another step.
Using the do not disturb function more consistently. It's less intimidating, maybe?
And it tackles the notifications, which are a huge trigger.
Oh, absolutely. How many times do you grab your phone just because it buzzed or chimed?
Even for stuff that doesn't matter at all.
So using D&D when you need to work or focus. Big productivity boost.
And when you're with people you care about.
It sends a powerful message, right? Like, you're more important than my phone right now.
Definitely shows you value their presence.
Plus, and this is crucial, using it while you sleep. Or, better yet, leaving the phone in another room.
Ah, for better sleep quality.
Yeah.
Less blue light exposure, no late night scrolling.
Exactly. Helps prevent that stuff that really messes with your rest.
It's fascinating, though, when you look at why these things are so addictive, the intentional design behind it all.
Right. The sources make it clear the internet, social media, they are engineered to keep us hooked.
Now, we should say there are real benefits, too. Connection, information, entertainment, finding communities.
Absolutely. It's not all bad, but the addictive parts, they're not accidents.
No, they seem very much part of the design. And you see the potential downsides in, well, mental health trends.
That rise in struggles among teens, especially linked to social media validation, comparison, it's worrying.
It really is. And it's quite revealing that, as you mentioned, many creators limit their own kids' use.
Yeah, that tells you they know the potential harm firsthand.
It really brings home the idea that these apps are products. Their main goal,
Yeah.
keep you engaged.
For ads and data collection, mostly.
And the tricks they use are pretty clever, often subtle.
Like the bright colors, the simple shapes, the animations.
Catches your eye. And the endless scroll.
The endless scroll. So easy to just keep swiping, lose all track of time, requires zero effort.
And then there's the like button, that little hit of validation.
That changed everything, didn't it? Made attention the main currency online.
Mm-hmm. And maybe our overall well-being wasn't the top priority in that design process.
Probably not. So if we zoom out, the sources describe the situation now as almost like an epidemic.
Yeah, phone and internet addiction reaching huge proportions. And it's not just the apps.
The devices themselves play a role.
Definitely. Longer battery life means we stay connected longer. Bigger screens are more immersive.
Even small things, like where buttons are placed.
Right. And how all our devices link together, phone, tablet, computer. It encourages constant interaction.
Creates this feeling of always being on, always connected.
Which leads to feeling overwhelmed, bombarded. That constant accessibility becomes a burden for many.
Yeah, a major distraction. And it actually messes with our focus in a specific way, right?
Yes. The material mentioned hijacking our privileged attentional space.
Which is usually reserved for important signals, like hearing your own name.
Exactly. So our brain starts linking the phone very closely to our sense of self, our social identity.
Which explains why being separated from it can feel so weird, almost like losing a part of yourself.
It's moved way beyond just being a tool. For many, it's connection, validation, information.
Opportunities, that feeling that something might happen.
Mm-hmm. That constant possibility. And this pull explains those unconscious habits we all seem to have.
Like grabbing your phone in any quiet moment. Or waiting in line.
Or right after a notification or first thing when you wake up. We can probably all relate to some of that.
Oh, definitely. And the stats on time spent are just staggering.
Hundreds of millions of users, average daily screen time, often way over recommendations.
And a big chunk of that is social media.
Right? Usually several hours a day for many people.
When you add that up over weeks, months, years.
It's potentially years of your life looking at a screen. It's mind-boggling.
Plus, people picking up their phones, what, nearly 100 times a day on average?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Once every 10 minutes or so during waking hours.
And we haven't even fully touched on the health effects again, eye strain, headaches.
Back pain from posture, mental health impacts we mentioned. It all adds up.
It really reframes the phone from just a tool to potentially, as the sources put it, a mental bear trap if we're not careful.
But, and this is the hopeful part, the source is stress, we can get a better balance.
We created this situation, we can change it. Needs discipline, new habits.
Awareness is the absolute first step. Just honestly looking at your own usage.
And then actively finding other things, right? Things that bring actual satisfaction.
Things that can replace that urge to check your phone when you're bored or anxious.
And the sources really pushed revisiting old hobbies.
Yeah. Things you used to love, but maybe dropped because you felt you didn't have time.
Which is ironic because cutting phone time often reveals you do have time.
Exactly. And hobbies are great. They relieve stress, let your mind engage differently.
You build skills, get a sense of accomplishment that's way more real than likes.
It builds real confidence, gives you a sense of control over your time again.
And there's so many options: reading, learning, painting, music, crafts.
Knitting, gardening, baking. Something about working with your hands is really grounding.
Totally. And who knows, maybe a hobby turns into something more.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that active engagement compared to passive scrolling.
Getting into that flow state, it's energizing, not draining.
Exactly. So while completely quitting phones isn't realistic for most.
The goal is that healthier relationship. Phone as a tool, not the boss.
And a really direct step, the sources advise, delete the addictive apps.
Especially social media ones that you know suck you in. It might feel drastic.
But it gives you immediate control back over those impulses.
And you can always re-download later if you really need to, right? The point is breaking the habit now.
Just seeing the icon on your screen can be a trigger. Notifications definitely are.
Resisting that just a quick peek thought is key. That's how you slide back.
Deleting them reduces mental clutter, builds self-respect for taking action.
And besides deleting apps, just physically putting the phone away, out of sight.
Such a simple but effective strategy. If it's not right there, you reach for it less.
Need to consciously replace that time with other things, though. Be honest about it.
Keep it in a bag, not your pocket. Creates a little barrier.
Use Do Not Disturb, put it away during work or study. Focus improves dramatically.
And people worry about emergencies with D&D.
But usually, repeated calls from the same number can get through, right?
Often, yes. Check your settings. But the biggest recommendation here,
The better.
keep the phone out of the bedroom overnight. Different room entirely.
Game changer for sleep and for your morning routine.
Forces you out of bed for the alarm. Plus, no pre-sleep scrolling, no blue light disruption, mental reset.
Okay, but what if deleting apps feels like too much? Is there an in-between?
Yes. The idea of taking a break, a social media cleanse.
Like starting with 1 day a week off social media.
Exactly. It builds self-trust, self-control, without the full commitment of deleting it.
The analogy they used was pretty good social media as junk food for the mind.
Just like a bad diet hurts your body, too much scrolling can affect your mental state.
Limiting phone use frees up so much time. Time you can use for, well, real life.
Engaging activities, and especially connecting with people in person.
Right. That face-to-face connection combats loneliness, which can sometimes drive the addiction.
It's just richer than most digital interactions.
So it's not about zero phone use, but cultivating healthier habits for the long haul.
Exactly. It's an ongoing thing, requires constant awareness. You don't just master it and forget it.
Setting up a phone time schedule was suggested, like portion control for scrolling.
Prevents mindless binging and creating no phone zones in your home.
Bedroom, dinner table, maybe the living room during family time. Sets boundaries.
And turning off all non-essential notifications permanently. That's a big one.
Huge. Just stop the constant interruptions. Oh, and they warned against using apps to limit apps.
Yeah, kind of counterintuitive. You're still on your phone, tracking usage can become its own obsession.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what if you see someone else struggling with this? A friend, family member?
The sources had some really good advice there. Start with empathy, not blame.
Try to understand if there's something deeper going on emotionally first.
Right. Before jumping in with advice, just ask how they're doing, how they're feeling.
Use we language, not you language. Like, maybe we could try, instead of you should.
Yeah, makes it feel collaborative, less like an accusation. Reduces shame.
And don't demonize the phone itself. Focus on responsible use.
Use facts, like some we've discussed, but gently. And be aware of the signs.
Like headaches, eye strain, sleep issues, irritability, trouble concentrating.
Difficulty being present, maybe anxiety or depression linked to it.
Offering resources like this discussion maybe, or just being a listening ear.
Encouraging them to learn about it themselves is key. And focus on positive reinforcement.
Build up their self-esteem in other areas.
And maybe suggest strategies that work for you, but be open if they need a different approach.
Right. It's about support, not control.
Exactly.
Well, if you're listening, you've already done something really important just by tuning in and engaging with this.
Absolutely. Recognizing there might be an issue and seeking information. That's the first big step.
So, quick recap. We've covered the negative impacts, how widespread this is, the design tricks involved.
And crucially, lots of coping mechanisms, new skills, finding community, rediscovering hobbies.
And remember, you are definitely not alone in facing this. So many people struggle, no shame in it.
You've now got a bunch of knowledge, some tools to start reducing that dependence.
To improve your life, basically. Take back some control.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. Now that you have these insights, what's one small but significant change you can make today?
Yeah. What new hobby or maybe a real-world connection will you prioritize over that quick dopamine hit from your phone?
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.